Yeah, it's Bomb Peeps. Typhlosion787 here today, and I'm redoing a list, but well, the list I'm redoing is not what today's video is about. That list is my top 30 My Chemical Romance songs. I saw the list today, and I'm Not Okay wasn't on there, despite the fact that even back then I thought it was the top 10 My Chem song. My bad. I'm sorry, especially for all you who are super huge fans of that song. I am as well. It is definitely a top 10 mm, My Chem song, but, well, hey. That was my mistake, and things have changed for some other opinions back then, well, I'm just going to give one spoiler. If you don't want to hear this spoiler, then skip to about 1:30, I'd say, but House of Wolves was number 28 on my last list. It jumped all the way to number 12 on this one. Okay, anyways, now back to the list we are talking about today, which, as you can clearly see, is my top 10 favorite songs of all time. Now, some of these songs are by bands that I don't really care for, but all of these songs I absolutely love. Number 10, Hey There Delilah by Plain White T's. Now, normally, I'm not a fan of mushy romance songs, but this one is really good. The somber, slow, calm tone makes it so much better than a lot of songs when you really put in with the the lyrics are just really sweet and heartfelt, which honestly makes me feel like they really are for someone that he does care this deeply about and does love this much. And I guess one of the reasons why I love this song so much is because, well, of my current crush and the one I had before this one, which, well, yeah, how it is with those two, exactly how I would describe my friendship with them and what I do for them. Every lyric in this song, except change the word Delilah with their names. It's just a really sweet, beautiful song that has a personal connection to me, and I may not be a fan of mushy romance songs, but this one is done right. Number 9. Oh yeah, sorry. Before I get to number 9, I'm gonna lay a few rules. No duplicates. Most of this list would be My Chemical Romance if it was duplicates. And I want not just 2 songs per band, which I was thinking about that, but then, I mean, that would only be 5 bands, not too diverse, but okay. Aside from no duplicates, no remixes. Those are the only 2 rules. Or else Pumped Up Kicks would have been replaced by the Fat Rats remix of another Foster the People song called Don't Stop. Now, Foster the People, their Don't Stop song, I really like it, but the the remix of it is much better. It's much better than Pumped Up Kicks in my opinion as well, but it is just no remixes because I wanted to give the band that made the original some highlights even if it wasn't for that song, and because I like the song I'm about to talk about more than their original version of Don't Stop, I'm talking about this instead. And that song, yes, I know it's become a cringy school shooting meme, but it honestly is a really good song, which is Pumped Up Kicks. And no, I am not a school shooter. I never would do a horrible thing like that to anyone. Never would have any intentions of hurting anyone, and if I did, it sure as hell would not be with any sort of weapon. And well, for Pumped Up Kicks, I mean, it has a really slow, somber, calming melody that makes you completely forget what the lyrics are about a lot of times. And well, I don't know how this lead singer can make a song that is about a school shooting sound so calm and innocent. But I absolutely love this song. Not even talking about what memes it's made. I mean, it's just really calming, really fun to listen to and sing. And well, it's really difficult to describe how I feel about any of these songs in words. All I can say is check them out for yourselves, but the thing is that you may not feel the same way that I do about these songs, but for Pumped Up Kicks, I'd say it's probably the most difficult to describe because, well, other than what I've described already, I mean, those are the main reasons. I mean, it's really soothing and calm, despite the fact that it's really dark. It has a catchy, uh, what's instrumental? It has a catchy instrumental with the lead singer's voice absolutely perfectly done in this song, especially when compared to other Foster the People songs. And well, it's just really good. One of my favorite songs of all time, which is why you see it on this list. Number 8, Monster by Skillet. Okay, now my number 8 and number 7 songs are the most energetic. And the first song that I'll be talking about here is Monster by Skillet. And Skillet is a Christian rock band. Now, I'm not a fan of most Christian music. I hate Christian, I hate rap, and I hate country. The three main styles of music that I hate. But Monster, it's not a Christian song. It's about completely losing yourself and becoming an absolute psychopath. Absolutely shredding anything that comes your way and not feeling any regret about it. And this song, it's so punchy, fast, energetic. Everything just hits you one after another. It never ends. It feels like a continuous round of being straight up slapped with a sledgehammer across the face. And yes, I said slapped instead of something like hit. Because it feels like, but with a sledgehammer, at least, let's see, well, more than 20 times throughout the entire song. You never feel a loss of interest. You always feel like you're being hooked in again by something, whether it be the lyrics, the instrumental, how the lead singer's voice can fluctuate, or even that part where when he says, I feel like a monster, it kind of changes from where it would originally be like, I feel like a monster, to where I feel like a monster. Every single thing about this song is just so catchy and amazing that I cannot leave it off of this list. Number 7. I'm not really too big a fan of Fall Out Boy, nor Skillet. Used to be a huge fan of Foster the People, but I've only really listened to 4 of their songs, so I wouldn't call myself a huge fan. But, well, that's why I stopped calling myself a huge fan. But, anyways, back to number 7. I'm not too big a fan of Fall Out Boy. I've only really heard Centuries, which is another really good song, and then My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, also known as Light 'Em Up. Now, I gotta give a shout out to one person real quick. Nate Wants to Battle from Give Heart Records. Thank you for your Minecraft parody of this. If it weren't for your Minecraft parody, I would have never found this song and absolutely adored it like I do today. Now back to the actual song. Light 'Em Up is the second, and in my opinion, better of the most energetic songs on this list. It's just so fast, so much energy, so punchy. Every single time you hear a single bit, you just get sucked in. Every time you feel like you may be losing it, nope, it grabs your attention and puts you right back in there, with every lyric sounding absolutely brilliant for what they are going for. And the tone of this song, it's just so phenomenal. Good job, Fallout Boy. Good job. Autobots fall out. And I know, they say Autobots roll out, but I said Fallout because Fallout Boy. Number 6. Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Now, originally when I started hearing these memes all the time, I actually wanted to listen to the full song, because the lead singer's voice, I don't remember her, well, never heard her name, but her voice is absolutely brilliant. I've listened to Lithium and My Immortal as well. 2 more absolutely brilliant songs, but in my opinion, Bring Me to Life is still the best of them. And for Evanescence, well, I mean, they often have really heartfelt or mysterious lyrics, and this kind of mixes a bit of both, but it does it in a brilliant way, with the music video subverting what you would think from listening to the music normally. And this actually got banned at one of the mental hospitals I went to, because one of the people thought this song was about overdosing and jumping out a window to death when it wasn't, and he thought that way because of the music video. I mean, people can make up whatever they want to make up about certain songs, but when you actually see something in an official music video, it can make you think that that's what the song's actually about, even though it's not. And, well, back to the main point. Bring Me to Life is just really touching. It can get psychotic at times. Well, not really psychotic, but not sadistic either, but it knows when to throw that punch at you. When you least expect it, it throws that punch of energy right at your face. Bop, bop, bop. Like that. But it's just really good. Sorry, I just don't know what to say for most of these songs, because, well, different tastes in music for everyone. Okay, number 5. Did I mention that Green Day is a band I really kind of hate? Because mainly of the fact that I am not someone who thinks politics and music mesh well together. And that's what Green Day is known for more than anything else. Their political music, like Platypus, I Hate You, and most of their tracks from American Idiot and Dookie. But however, this track from American Idiot, their most political album of all time, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, an absolutely amazing, brilliant song. Sorry, I'm trying to cut some stuff off, well, cut some dead skin off my toe. So, yeah, I'm just gonna pause it, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Got done what I needed to get done, but, well, back to Boulevard of Broken Dreams. A really unexpected song for what it ended up like, for a Green Day song. Keep in mind, these are the same people that made things like Basket Case. Now, the only two songs I've heard from Green Day that I really like are this one and Wake Me Up When September Ends. But this is, in my opinion, far better, and a lot of it is because, well, it has a lot of relation, not just to me, but to many people who feel like they're all by themselves and that no one will ever understand because, well, no one ever will. People can say they've gone through things that you have, but the thing is, everyone goes through everything in different ways. They don't know what you've gone through. Well, they don't know how to deal with what you've gone through because they went through it in a different way than you did. Which is why it really annoys me when someone says, dude, I've been in that position before. All you gotta do is this. Because, no, you didn't go through it in the same way I did. You need to stop and think. But anyways, well, Boulevard of Broken Dreams speaks to so many people, including me. When I think I am alone, that no one will ever understand, I pop this song up and just listen to it. It's so just relatable and calming and, well, sorry I'm saying and so many times, but if there's one thing I absolutely love about this band that isn't this or Wake Me Up When September Ends, that isn't a song they've made, it's that Billy Joel Armstrong's voice, which he is the lead singer of Green Day, sounds so sarcastic all the time, and it is put to absolute perfection here, to where you hear the voices kind of sarcastic a lot of the times, but you just don't care because it meshes so well with everything, and that is something so little bands are even able to pull off. I mean, even some people don't think My Chemical Romance, of all bands, were able to pull that off in songs like Blood, for example. Even though I think it was pulled off brilliantly, you get my point. There are people who think that some amazing bands in the punk rock or alternative rock genre can't really pull off that sarcastic tone that a lot of these bands are known for. But anyways, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, phenomenal song. Next song. Okay. Did you guys think this would land outside the top 5? Never Too Late by 3 Days Grace. Now, this does have a bit of nostalgia factor in as well, but here's the story of how I first heard the song and what I think of it now. When I first heard the song, I was like 6 or 7, watching a Pokemon AMV that had Ash and Sceptile in it. I really loved the music, and I just remembered the lyrics, "It's not too late, it's never too late," and that kept repeatedly playing in my head years after years, and I just didn't know the name of the song. But then one day when I was listening to a song called Helena by My Chemical Romance, which would have made this list if there was duplicates allowed, then right below the first thumbnail, Never Too Late by 3 Days Grace, I was thinking, wait, this is that song. This is the song that was in the Ash and Sceptile AMV. Let's watch it. I remember it being amazing. It still will be, right? And amazing can't even begin to describe how good this song is. I can tell you it's twice as good as it was when I first listened to it. And it's so just brilliant. There are many people who said that this song has saved them from suicide plenty of times. Well, not plenty of times, but that this song has saved them from suicide, and honestly, I can tell why. The lyrics are really heartfelt, and unlike most punk rock lead singers, Adam Gontier's voice, I don't know about Matt, but before they got Matt and when Adam was still the lead singer, Adam's voice never sounded sarcastic at all. It always sounded very serious, but very calm, in a way to where you knew that he was addressing a serious issue in the lyrics of the songs and not trying to make a joke about it. Not trying to be, haha, this is funny, or anything, because he actually did have that serious tone. No joking around, this is what happens, this is what I'm trying to do about it. And honestly, I commend Adam for that. I don't listen to Saint Asonia. I'm still trying to catch up on More Than 1X by 3 Days Grace because I've only listened to their 1X album, Chalk Outline, and I Hate Everything About You. And Overrated, but on a completely different note, I Hate Everything About You is super overrated. It's a great song, but the entire 1X album is much better. Anyways, back to Never Too Late. It's just an extremely brilliant, heartfelt song that is extremely relatable and lovable for mostly anyone who has been through depression themselves. Number 3, Numb. Now, once I found out about something that happened, this song got even better to me. It was my second favorite song at the time, right after what is my current number 2, because it would eventually be replaced by what you guys probably already know in number 1, but this song is Numb by Linkin Park. And in 2017, July 20th, 2017 to be specific, the lead singer of Linkin Park, Chester Bennington, hung himself. And just this song alone makes me feel so much, makes me realize so much better of what he felt. This feeling of all the misery overwhelming him to the point where he is unable to have any other feeling, whether it be anger, whether it be happiness, whether it be confusion, frustration, just feeling nothing because he's so used to all the pain that he's been through. It's so relatable because I've been in that situation plenty of times with many different things, and it speaks to me in so many ways. And for me, music is something I listen to extremely passionately, and this is a song that I can tell was meant for people who listen to music with the most passion they can. Chester Bennington, wherever you are in the afterlife, thank you. You've done so many great things, and I wish you would have realized that you've helped these many people and that we all have needed you before you committed suicide. Thank you for all that you have done. And anyways, number 2. This was, as soon as I heard it, my favorite song of all time. It spoke to me in so many ways. Every single lyric felt like it described absolutely everything I was going through. This is The Puppet Song by Try Hard Ninja. Now, I know this is a Five Nights at Freddy's song. It's my list. I never outruled any songs about video games as long as they're not a parody, not a remix, and not a duplicate. I am free to put any song that I wish here. And the Puppet Song Like I said, every single lyric feels like it describes me. Try Hard Ninja's voice is absolutely brilliant. It sounds like what the puppet would sound like if he was an adult at this time, which would make sense in my opinion from the FNAF timeline. But I'll go into that another day. The puppet song, the lyrics just fleshed out so well, relate to me so much. The tone of the song, very calm when it needs to be, heartfelt, tugs at the heartstrings every single second, and that chorus just sticking there with your friends no matter what happens, showing that you will be there for them. No matter what anyone would ever do, that they would never be able to take you away from them. That is one of the main reasons why I love this song so much. And I know you guys probably won't, but before you say it's a horrible song, just please give it a listen. And number one, this song you guys already knew about most likely. The Light Behind Your Eyes by My Chemical Romance. The reason why the puppet song is now number two is because I feel like The Light Behind Your Eyes has more personal relation. Now, most people who have listened to the song absolutely adore it. It's slow, calm pace, with Gerard ditching that sarcastic tone for an absolutely brilliant, just serious and calm one like Adam Gauntier's, along with every single word from the violin at the beginning to the calmness on the guitars, the lack of drums, so there's much less tension than there could have been to make this song not feel like an absolute adrenaline rush because that wasn't what it was going for. This song is just an absolute. It's my favorite song of all time for a reason. I've only cried to this twice, but every single time I feel so much of myself in this song, and it just brings out who I truly am inside and what I would do if there were any of my friends who felt like hurting themselves, and what I would do for them if I could just be with them at any time. But sadly enough, I can't. And all I can do is help them as much as I can from a distance. This song is absolutely wonderful. My favorite song for a reason. It is heartfelt. It has a slow and calm tone. Gerard's voice is passionate, and it sounds like he is crying at parts, but it doesn't get to the point where it's annoying because, well, it's just part of the magic of Gerard Way's voice. It feels like Gerard Way is singing about someone who he really cares about with all his heart, and it feels like he is saying this about himself as well, as in, well, these lyrics are straight from his heart and relate to him personally as well, related to something like his daughter or a fan that tried to end their own life or something, which both of those are theories that I have heard, but this song is just, it, I can't describe it in words more than any other song on this list. It was easier to explain why this is my favorite, but it's not easy to explain anything other than personal relation. Anyways, guys, go check all these songs out, especially the top three more than any others. I actually, make room for the top four if you can. All of these songs are absolutely brilliant, and I hope you guys have an amazing second, minute, hour, day, week, month, year, decade, century, millennia, eon. I don't care. Just have an amazing eternity. I hope that that is what happens. I hope you have an amazing eternity. This has been Typhlosion787, and I'm out of the house. Bye.